Okay, and welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Terra Invicta in our resistance run, where we're going to try to advance the time, and we're going to deal with Assault Carrier number 2, I think. So we got some assignments here we need to go carry out.
Standing by for orders.
Carry out a purge mission. Decent one. 16%.
Targeting their center of power.
Ready for orders.
You need to keep dealing with the ever-growing biofilm of aliens on the planet.
Taking it to them.
At your service.
And you're going to do the purge on that spot when it gets cracked down.
We're taking power.
And then we can confirm assignments and let some time pass.
Offering support.
Every technology is stolen from us, which is preferable over it being sabotaged.
Target.
This is probably what we get for acting so aggressively in servant territory. Failed to steal project. Yeah.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
343 has arrived at low Earth orbit. It's probably going to leave us alone because we've been thoroughly thrashed.
We've hit them where it hurts.
Although we do still have a fleet at Mercury and... Well, we still have a fleet at Mars. We have a ship at Mercury. A ship.
Score 1 for the good guys.
We're in control here.
Okay. Slowly taking over Republic Korea again. We got one more spot to take. And we'll have forced out the servants again.
I'm here.
Good. You're the one that's captured. I could just shoot you. There wouldn't be very much they could do about it. He doesn't have enough admin to defend any of his orgs anyway. So really he's just a bunch of investigate and espionage. Yeah, let's
They
bump
won't
that
see
guy off.
me coming.
Standing by for orders.
Ready to go.
Yeah, good easy man security. On the other hand,
Acknowledged.
so that would be the standpoint rate is. What's the assassinate odds on the alien? We're up to 2%. So yeah, continue to go after the person you're going after.
Ready.
I suppose you should do a public campaign. Actually, let's do a defend interest, because defending interest in the Model 3 is basically the same as defending
Securing
interest in the
our
fourth
control.
one. Because they can't attack the fourth one if they don't have the Model 3. And let some time more pass.
Lending my expertise.
Securing our interests.
Missed my chance.
You rolled the 100, failing to shoot the person. He's got nowhere to go.
Surveillance
You
complete.
still failed to get him.
The people will come to our side.
Okay.
There's a them and there's an us. Always has been, as much as we kid ourselves that somehow we've become more enlightened over all these years of blood and suffering. Commander Fiona Ayawade, SIS correspondent.
Okay, so that's designer life forms. That's the space form upgrade. I suppose we go into inertial confinement fusion and magnetic nozzles, and then allow us to sort of begin working on our drives. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have done 2 energy at the same time. Too late. There's not the one we're looking for. That's the Hestia Torpedo Bay. I could potentially run that as an alternative to the Athena, I suppose. Nuclear-powered Ares Hestia. Showing the tech tree. Yeah, so this is the nuclear-powered penetrator warhead torpedoes versus explosives. So, Athena Torpedo Bay. Explosive, 80% damage to armor, 300 damage on the warhead versus the nuclear-powered penetrators. Should be Hestia as the alternative. Do a lot more damage. And then have a penetrator warhead, which is 60% damage to it. That required advanced and solid core. Whereas the one I was thinking of is this one, requires advanced and solid core. Okay. Oh, it is a more expensive bay. That makes some sense. And then in your 6, which is the one I was thinking of going for. That was the one I was thinking of going for, which is 6 as well. Okay. We'll delay a little bit and see if we can get the one we're thinking of. In the meantime, executive privilege. Yeah.
By the numbers.
Based on the odds, the one we're looking for is probably actually the next one to pop, probability-wise, because we have a 100% chance of it becoming available. So it might have been the other way around. It was like something got overthrown. It was like got overthrown to become humanity first, or humanity first got
Standing by.
overthrown? Wasn't able to find it quickly enough, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Oh, and we already got Purge up to... Yeah, let's just go in straight and Purge it. 60%.
Terminating
Take a
the
90% roll.
opposition.
Yeah.
Standing by.
Let's pull the campaign a little bit in
I
America.
will try to sway the public.
I will help them.
We have got some intel on our
Okay,
target.
there's Xenoform Alpha 9. Well, we're still following Xenoform Alpha 9. Waiting for it to go to a place that is not smart for it to be.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
We've moved the needle.
Target secured.
Oh, what is the type of ship we have over at Little Mercury? One of the flag bridges. Okay, that's fair. Actually, a good ship to have there potentially. Assuming it can be a flagship
We've removed
for
some
the
threats.
battleships. I'd only be able to be battlecruiser or smaller. Purge missing success, so that is the last point in Korea brought her over. Denver region now has its orbital defense. Next will be Minneapolis. Minneapolis, okay. Pyongyang, deal with the aliens
Taking
there.
it to them.
Grab a little bit more command for you. Grab some espionage for you. Got you public campaigning. Let's max out your espionage. Your public campaigning. Let's go ahead and finish up everything except for the forebrain on you. And we continue. Replacement alien delivered.
Lending my expertise.
Yeah, maybe what we go have fun tracking down. Assuming it doesn't go flying off to the far side of the world. There's the Athena Torpedo Bay, so set as favorite. We're gonna have the takeover for the executive protection here. Oh, the executive protection wouldn't have taken much longer to finish.
I have new information.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
The people will come to our side.
Target destroyed.
Kabul region in Afghanistan. And Afghanistan, I think, only has one region, so it now has full orbital space defense capabilities. Because that's what Kabul needed. It's the ability to shoot aliens. Or shoot nuclear missiles down.
The LC is secure.
Okay. There's our ships. Tech detection. Join that one. That one. Okay, we got one more ship we want. Or was that all 6? That was all 6. Okay, so we've got a mission for you. You're going to do an intercept of... not that one. Probably that one, probably Victor 313. Yeah. Your task, 6 ships, is to intercept a Victor 313. Don't do the maximalist burn, please. Got the V extinguisher, maybe? I'm confused. I don't think the landing's instantaneous, so we're just gonna wait until it arrives, and hopefully we have time to intercept. These guys move reasonably quickly. So I think they'll be able to do the landing, or do the intercept. And that's September, so that's next cycle. Apparently what we don't have is... well, unless I want to burn all the fuel, and I don't really want to do that on the way out. We don't have the ability to do a deep orbit intercept. Deep system intercept. Here's executive protection. Grab security measures because it's also pretty cheap and it goes reasonably fast at the moment. Okay, so we're going to do one more organization, and then we've got 16 days before they arrive.
Ready.
Okay, so we know where one alien is. How hard would it be to bump that alien? 7%. We can get it up to 50-50. Really want it to be a little bit higher than that. So instead, we're going to put you on surveillance of the crash site. So if it doesn't, like, fly out of China, turn 1,
Initiating recon.
we'll be able
Ready
to
for
track
my
it down.
mission. On the way
There we
to
go.
the target site.
There's the torpedoes. I think you're grabbing the batteries here. I think this still affects the orbital battle stations. Same thing with these ones as well. do the coil guns first. Coil guns I'm a little bit more likely to run on ships as well. And then ship class wise, we're going to build something that's sort of a derivative of the Kaiserin here. Or do we want to hang around until we've got the... We'll hang until around we have the RI drive. We'll build the rocket ships on the RI drive. That'll lower their
Offering
volatiles,
support.
or lower their
Surveilling target area.
fizzles a little bit. Okay, so with our investigation, if it
Surveillance
hangs out in the area,
complete.
we should be able to locate where it is. Maybe not enough to
moved
actually
the
know
needle.
that it's an alien right off the bat, but to know that it's an agent.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Ecological stabilization program. Yeah, we're going to want that at some point. 313 has arrived, so we are sorting for 19 to intercept. Doesn't have a mission yet, but it does have the assault carrier, so I assume it's going to get the mission to land real quick. So we're going to do a full burn. Right, hopefully we got more than an hour to get down to the orbit. Do like the minimalist burn. Yeah, let's do like that burn. Yeah, and we had plenty of time to get down there because it hasn't picked up the mission yet to land. Engage. They're running. If they run for it, they will get away. On the other hand, we can do an extended pursuit here where we break our fleet into small groups to encircle them, forcing them to fight one of the detachments regardless of bid. I need a little bit more than one ship. Little bit more than one ship. We need like 1 KPS to get back to the station. So they avoid battle.
We found something.
They will land on the 4th of September. How quickly can I get to a station to refuel? 2 hours back to the station. We were able to resupply, so let's once more chase Victor 313. Well, but this is only 1.3 Delta V burns, so I will accept that. We're engaging again. This time they're willing to stand and fight, so they don't have to disengage from their landing operation. Coming in tall and narrow, similar to them. Okay, so maneuver-wise, first 2 burn nodes, full speed ahead. Both indefatigable. Your task: get rid of the escort. All the heavy siege coiler Liberty class battle cruisers, you are to open fire on the Titan to start with. Go. Oh, before I forget. You are only to fire these at actual targets, not at incoming projectiles, please. Spoilers away. Let's see, the Finker's already taking aggressive maneuvers. Okay, lasers are proving effective on the flanker. Okay, Titan has fallen. Begin firing at the battlecruiser. We lost one of the battlecruisers. The other battlecruiser's down. Open fire on the cruiser. Okay. We lost one ship, but I think the assault carrier is about to have a bad day. I already see some siege coil rounds going at it from once we reoriented towards it. Oof! Didn't realize that we were on collision course there. Okay, we're gonna have to take some maneuvering here. Bring the ship about. Because we can't let that thing live. I would not be surprised even with no engines if it could still do a landing. Here we go. Managed to tear it up. That denies the aliens another landing. Launch to the closest station. Don't do repair and resupply. We want you to resupply instead. Just to resupply. Yikes, Titan carrying the fight. Yeah, that they've been running. We've run into Titans before. Titans haven't actually surprisingly. Their Titans haven't been that surprising. It's not that particularly scary. But that was definitely, we were waiting that for that fleet. We knew that fleet was coming with a Titan carrier. Which is why we were focusing the ships in the order that we were. We do want that done. Okay. Then I want you to get up to medium Earth orbit, or intermediate Earth orbit. With there, you'll do the resupply, refuel. Okay, so Twitch chat said, "Yikes, Titan carriers. That's not the first Titan we've seen. That's not the first carrier we've seen. I think that might be the first time we've seen them together. I think the first carrier came with a battleship as the biggest ship in the group. So for the cost of 2 kinetic battlecruisers and 1 laser battlecruiser, we were able to take that fleet out, so that went reasonably well. Given how well that went, I'm going to build more ships. I'm going to keep up with that archetype. That archetype worked. So what was that? Do we still have the... Still have the bridge class? Okay. That's the 3F. Go like 2 Liberty... No, we'll do like 3 Liberties, 3 of the Indefatigable. So 3 Liberty Block 8s. And then 3 Indefatigables. And that'll make a pretty nice fleet. We'll see if that fleet finishes before the alien retaliation comes rolling in. Well, there they go to Mars.
Standing by.
$15 more mission control to go in China. And since Hasselhold's mission control and working on environment there, a little bit of knowledge. We'll go a little bit heavier knowledge when the environment is done. Rhine Drive will be done in the next cycle, and then we might try building up some of the torpedo rocket ship combos on a Rhine Drive chassis. See how that's comparable with the current designs.
Ready for orders.
Did we get any info on that alien? It looks like a no. No, the worst target we know about for Investigate is Xenoform 9, that we don't know what type it is, which is the one we've been tracking, so that makes sense. Xenoform 9 is up to 7% chance. If I really wanted him dead, we got a 2/3 probability of getting him dead. He's currently in Turkey.
I have them
No,
in my
we'll go with that.
sights.
We'll try to bump that one off.
Ready.
That's more likely to get me attacked, so that's maybe asking for more trouble than it's worth. But that's the roof. The thought process are going down. So protect you.
Defending the VIP.
Okay. And yeah, so those are all in construction. Will be done in 83 days. Okay, large complex in Korea.
Offering assistance.
I'll keep them safe.
And then that's going to be North Korea, so the second region there, yeah. There's the H Orion drive. If fission bombs can make our spaceships go places, why can't thermonuclear warheads? The answer is now they can. We probably want to grab these sooner rather than later, so let's get this done. Those will finish real quick. So let's go ahead and look at our ships, ship classes. So it's the Kazrin. Fire is the solution to all of mankind's problems. Yeah, depending upon the situation, fire. Sometimes radioactive fire. Radioactive fire is magical in its own way. So this is not going to be a valid refit, but we're getting 13.2 off of 20 tanks. If we run H Orion, we're getting 29.2. Granted, this is still pretty expensive, right? So the Poseidon, to be fair, is volatiles. Okay, so we're going to get away from the volatiles to lower the volatile cost of the ships. You can only run one engine on these, in comparison to, say, Poseidon. The H Orion is just, in all ways, better than the Orion. So the Orion is obsolete. H Orion for the rest of the day. Okay. I suppose with 29.2 KPS you could do, can you do Earth Mercury? Station Mercury to say station in Earth. Yeah. Yeah. That you wouldn't want to do that. You could do that. And I could definitely build two variations, one with a bigger fuel tank and one with a smaller fuel tank. Because that would be a valid retrofit between the two. So I can build them small, upgrade them to the large fuel tank, fly them from a different location, downgrade them when we get there, to move them between shipyards. Okay, that's a thought process. That's definitely a thought process. Okay. Yeah, Kaiser is one of the ones we do that on. I'm gonna give this a new name. This is the Orion, let's say. Orion short-range missile. Which for the short-range missile, we're gonna want to run like 12 KPS, like an 8 tanker. Yeah. Do we want any jamming on this? No, we'll probably just run this. Could swap ECM out for the laser engine. Although that would only... that's actually not that much of a firepower upgrade. It's less than 10% firepower upgrade. We're probably just better off with jam the enemy, one of the enemy weapons by 60%. Yeah. Okay, so that's the Orion SRM. Save design. Yep. And then, so at that point, probably not going to build Kaiserin. It's not with that engine. Let's do an upgrade of that. This is the Orion SR, or the LRM, so it's going to be the long-range variant, which wants enough Delta V to come to Earth orbit from Mercury, for example. So that means that we need at least 19. We'll go all the way up to 20, because then it can do a decent burn to get there quicker. and then do another upgrade of you. However, this won't be the, or this will be the Orion short range torpedo, SRT. These are going to become the torpedoes. I'm now remembering I may not have finished researching the torpedoes, or is that the torpedo that we're looking for? That is the torpedo we're looking for. And then we can do an upgrade of that. Long range torpedo. And we'll do 20 propellant tanks to get this to go where it goes as well. There we go. And those are pretty comparable with the Liberties and the Indefatigables on a volatile standpoint. Although I think the engines on the missiles cost one of volatiles, right? So then we want to build some of those, presumably. Can I afford to build like 4? Obviously, we're going to do the short range bonus because until we got a whole fleet together, we're not going to send them anywhere. And the short range version saves a lot of uranium. So we're going to build 4 of you. Not at Earth, but at Mercury. The Mercury ship here to do some work. And then we'll save up and maybe do 4 of the long range, or 4 of the missiles. And then maybe another 4 missiles after that for a good fleet size.
We have got some intel on our target.
And then if something goes horribly, horribly wrong at Earth, we can upgrade them to the long-range variant, fly them to Earth, downgrade them to the short-range variant.
I will report when my mission is complete.
Failure. Rolled a 78 versus a chance for 66.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
There's our outpost gets all done. Oh, and security measures. Okay, go back to you. We do want the agriculture complex. That's 3,000 crew members, so that's the equivalent of 5 tier 2 farms. And I know one place where we have 4, so I think that's good enough for most of what we're going to do. Ultraviolet laser batteries? No. We'll do ultraviolet laser batteries with the improved coil guns. Something else there. Yeah, I'm gonna work up the Xeno tech here. One by one. Oh dear, apparently I was not paying enough attention. There was another landing ship that just arrived. Aliens now have moved to the next stage for Earth. There is no midnight visitation or service induction. Okay. Where did that land? South Africa. UFO landing. Alien subspacecraft. Okay. Wasn't paying enough attention, and that's not what happened. You have allies in the UK. Can I get America involved? I'm not sure where District 9 the movie happened. Wouldn't be surprised if it was South Africa. It was definitely one of the African countries. Maybe it's been a while since I watched District 9, so maybe it was intended to not be a specific one on top of that. South Africa, so we can get America. The Allied, so we can send the American army over. What about the Russian and Chinese? Send the Chinese in. So we're getting the first, the second, and the third world all involved in jumping on these aliens. This is probably going to draw attention from the aliens in space. So this is why you don't want them to land, but. Oh, that one doesn't have a navy. It's going to be a little bit of a problem as I go through the Chinese ones. All the Chinese armies have navies. That one has a navy. Okay. Assuming those guys get there before the aliens get off their ship, they should have an easy time of dealing with them. Wang Zhang Station. So they're coming for our shipyard in Earth orbit. We must defend the station. Engage those interlopers. So there is a Lancer, a Cruiser, and a Corvette. Here. Engage the Corvette. Hold the Liberties. Start off by engaging the Lancer. So Twitch chat saying it was through Johannesburg. Neil Blomkamp, the director, is from there, as it was the lead, as well as the lead star in District 9, apparently. Okay, one ship destroyed. Corvette's having a bad day, even though it's only got one laser gun firing at it. Got the rail cannons already swapped over to the other target. Or no, the coil gun swapped over to the other target. Oh, you should be blocking headings. Okay. All of you, focus fire on the remaining ship. Yep, there it went. so we were able to defend the station with minimal damage. To be fair, it was probably picking its attack strength based off of the battle station, instead of the fact that we had a fleet parked at the station. Maybe it was the aliens not doing the best of math. Okay, so Johannesburg is... I knew Johannesburg was a South African one, but... so we got Cape Town and Johannesburg. So they would have probably actually... District 9 probably would have been there, not there. That's fair.
I'm here.
You protect the guy trying to shoot a person, please. So
On guard.
The shooter does not get shot. And that's fine. So let's confirm assignment, move forward.
Offering counsel.
Defending the VIP.
Alien assault ship to arrive 20th of November of next year. Okay. I'll have to remember that one is in November.
Surveillance complete.
Target eliminated.
Yep. Well, he's not going to be able to repeat that mission because Xenoform Alpha 9 has been dealt with. And as a side effect, we captured a theropod alive. Salamander is a chilling being to find oneself in the presence of. Coiled might of the thing. The eyes emanate only cold hatred and most of all the senses that it is patiently waiting for it. Perfect moment to strike. If it is, as we suspect, a mere foot soldier in a war we do not yet fully comprehend, it is nevertheless one more than capable of its own decision-making. Yeah. So alien assets go at +3. That might actually be good for some of the secondary guys.
The people will come to our side.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Here comes the U.S. Army. Guangzhou, China now has its space defenses. Did they actually... They did not in the end take Tajikistan from me. But they cracked it down at some point. I'm surprised it still have it because it got cracked down. Yeah. Steal some projects. That'd be all the people I'm friendly with, so let's pass on that. Let's go say hi to the friends.
Establishing contact.
At your service. Initiating contact.
Where do you need me? Initiating contact.
Okay, so we should engage aliens here shortly.
We'll open a channel.
Your heart is in the right place, but your methods are insufficient to meet the threat.
Well, our methods would be a little bit more effective if you could give us some volatiles. They're not open to that, apparently. Oh, was that an assassinate org? tempting. We'll pass on that. Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and just pass along the knowledge of fleet combatants to humanity first. If you can build some bigger warships to draw some attention from the aliens, I'd be appreciative.
Offering support.
Making contact.
It's no business of ours if you wish to throw your lives away.
Ah, but do you have volatiles? The answer is yes. I will take every last volatile you're willing to sell me. Some water in exchange. There we go. Any interesting projects you have? Not really. Not really expecting any either. Yep, okay.
Reaching out. Good luck saving the world. Just know that we have other plans.
Got some space resource to trade? Sure. Again, we'll take all of those. Will you take like 3,000 water for that? Generous trade, okay. Oops. 250... 2,000? Wow, they really want the water. Yes, they want like 1,000. Fair trade, there we go. Now we can build some ships. Army detected on Earth. We have detected what appears to be the core of an army of alien soldiers and war machines in the Cape Town region emergent to the UFO that recently landed there. The force appears small now, but is rapidly building in strength. It will likely never be this vulnerable again. Which is good, because we have the American army there to sort of jump on it. And the first Guards tank army. They didn't have a good time in Ukraine. They did not have a good time in Ukraine. Okay. So let's get some more ships going. So we got 4U being built. Let's go ahead and use the other 4 shipyards here to get some of the short-ranged missiles as well under construction. And then, what is the Mars shipyards looking like? Oh, those are the old shipyards. Probably actually upgrade the Mars ones if we want to build ships there. Yeah, we'll hold off on building anything at Mars.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Oh, do my Mercury shipyards have point defense? Point defense. They don't, or don't have a battle station yet. Okay. We obviously have adequate power to put a battle station here, so let's plop them.
What can I do for you, Bob? Stand by, Jack. I'll get
Done in 135 days. A bit slow, which is why we're not upgrading the existing one. Because I want to station there to defend the thing for under 35 days. Right, so now, okay, it would save us 45 days. It's not enough savings. There we go. We'll defend those a little bit better. And then is the Mars station upgraded? Is upgraded, so we can take the time to upgrade this properly. Do have Envision Reactor Farm and a battle station here. Once that's in, we'll upgrade the shipyards and the other defense frame.
Oh yes, the jetpack.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Another army group arriving in Cape Town. Now, the one annoying thing is that this now means the aliens can get bases on Earth. Because they have officially landed on Earth. Okay. All 3 alien armies have been destroyed, and recovered some alien war dogs. The War Dog Corps does display some visible commonalities with what we have observed with the primary aliens, suggesting they may originate from the same world. But this particular creature bears all of the hallmarks of the subservient race. It's quite clearly a natural-born killer, and perhaps even an apex predator, but trained to obey and attack. That's bonus damage from Necro or Megafauna. Also the favorite, but we're not going to research that anytime soon. I don't think we're having problems with the
There is
Megafauna yet.
nothing we humans will not turn into a weapon if we can. Each fresh discovery we make only speeds us closer to destruction. Commissioner Kiran Banerjee, blood money.
There's nothing we humans can turn into a weapon. That might kind of be true. It might also be the other way around, that anything we can turn into a weapon gets very much more funding to get produced. Like space travel. Most of the early space travel projects are actually just methods to deliver the bomb faster and farther. Because if you can get orbital travel, then you can deliver the bomb wherever you want. Okay, so that's plasma. So the other one we're going to need to get the... Oh, that's plasma weapons. So we wanted that for the weapon purposes. We'll work on... I should not do 3 global energy tags at the same time. That's maybe not what we should be doing. So that's what I'm working on, right? We've got exit out of here. You can see. Yeah, maybe don't do a 3rd energy one. Not an energy one. Anything but energy. Okay. Could do the communication hubs. That's tier 2 influence and in Earth orbit, plus to public campaigning. Don't really care about global defense. Could do mission to Jupiter. That gives us more potential to do mining. Independent Habs, I think, drops mission control cost for things. This is a different way to get a interplanetary low fuel consumption drive. Still pretty slow though. Boozle therapies. I think that's a way to make your guys live longer. Oh, we're gonna need this for our... Well, again, don't do 3 energy ones at the same time. Gonna resist that. Advanced hydrogen containment, probably. In theory, that allows us to go into advanced chemical rockets. Sure. That's at least not an energy tech. Plasma! I'm not going to run plasma cannons, so continue. We may run plasma batteries. There's a reason for that. Plasma batteries, you can run behind a laser cannon to chip the armor off of a ship, so the laser cannon eats them. Yeah, we're probably going to run the the plasma batteries at some point, but not the cannons. Plasma used to be pretty reliable back in like the older versions, but the balance pass it got made it very bad at actually killing things. Usually you want your cannon to be killing things. No, actually different product than that. again, I don't need to run multiple militaries if we can avoid it. Let's grab the ecological stabilization. We are running environment places, so that would be good in all the places we can run it. Oh, population loss is like ticking away at education. Okay. Like, why is education going down? Because your smart people are dying. Before I get too carried away, this is probably where I need to put a part break in for YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube, there will be a part up tomorrow. We've managed to keep the aliens from getting a secure toehold on Earth. Though I screwed up and... Well, I probably could have sallied at that last that last one had I realized it was coming in. We do have another one inbound. Let me zoom out here. It's probably one of the later ones coming in. 7 ships. No, it's not that one. I'm surprised they're actually sending a damaged fleet there to us. So it's probably one of the ones taking a big direct route. That it? No. That it? No. There's an assault carrier. Arriving 25th of November, so I think that's the next assault carrier. We'll try to make sure that doesn't land.
Your orders?
Reporting in.
In the meantime, I apparently don't have much more mission control, at least until we start establishing some more orbitals. Public campaign. Interesting that we're so... Oh, we're running a little bit of Unity. That's what's going on. We're running Unity in China. Oh, surprisingly high in Russia for some reasons. Okay. Apparently something I'm doing is boosting support of... Our support worldwide. Okay. And we'll pull a campaign in America.
I will tell our story.
Your orders.
And then you have the ability to go hunt the Xenophora. So you should. Wuhan, China, 88%.
We're going in.
You can hunt the
Ready to
Xenophora. Shanghai.
Gear up.
Where to?
And then you can do unrest. I don't think I have any unrest problems per se. Oh no, we can do with something reduced there.
We'll turn down the heat.
Not quite 10, that's why the government hasn't turned off. Probably want to run a point in the welfare there to keep the inequality from getting worse. And then, yeah, maximize the GDP there. Until we can get that place to be stable, which is 35,000. Right, so we're going to get 35,000 GDPC. We'll probably swap over to knowledge in Caribbean states. Okay, so you're central enough. We could probably back lower on welfare. Do something like that. Actually, I could probably stop welfaring here. Do something like that, get the environment up, and then we'll move on to knowledge. We're to... Okay, so drop the welfare off from that. Gotta raise the inequality a little bit. Counterintuitive, that seems. Proving... Our resting point's over 6 here. Okay, so it's time to back off the welfare. We do knowledge next, I think. Actually, no. Do environment next. Okay. And then a lot less boost in Russia, actually. I could save a little bit of control stuff by merging things into Russia. Maybe when we get some free council actions in a bit.
Lending my expertise.
I just remembered I was going to stop the video. Whoops, daisy. Getting carried away. If you're watching on YouTube, there will be part up tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, I am going to take that break before I forget to stop the recording. And then we'll be back as soon as I sip about half this tea and take a quick stretch of the legs. So until the next part, I wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part. And bye for now.